You know, I was putting things away, and then I realized, hey, I have one more. This one here is getting to the nice, almost finished state. It's still in a mica pot, but it's one of the nicer ones, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. Tomorrow is May the 1st, May Day. But I guess you won't be seeing these till July. It looks like July was almost all about the pine. I don't know, people seem to want more information about the pine. It's looking at the viewership, and it seems like the most viewed chapters are about the pine. So I thought I'd go ahead and do that. But you realize that in the future there won't be much because I'll be out of inventory. Yeah, there's always a lag time from the time I shoot, edit, and to post, a month to 2 months. But at least people are not complaining about my quality of uploads. We're in high definition. I can't get to the 4K yet. That would entail, well, my cameras will do the 4K, but I don't think my computer and my upload definitely won't handle that. So at least most of you, well, you know what happened was when I started, right? We were making DVDs and people were watching on a little 19-inch screen with the built-in DVD player, right? So there was no big deal. Now all this fancy, humongous TVs that have high definition, yeah, well, I was not ready for that. Of course, evidently I'm getting really close to 1,000 chapters on YouTube. I've been at it for a long time now, so yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be some sort of celebration or not, but I don't know. I just been cranking out as I have time. I have mastered the art of making things tall, but I think I'm gonna have to start scaling down and keep them shorter. That's why I took off that one that if I wanted taller, I would have kept that one and kept going, but I'm gonna stop about here and crown this off and then fine tune this, right? Yeah, I think the end is near in terms of I'll eventually get out of this business. Well, you know, I haven't had much time to work on my Ishizukuri because I've been concentrating so much on the nursery, and hopefully by the time you're watching this, I'll be back into the Ishizukuri series. Okay, I want to get in here and clean up. Most of the time I don't spend a lot of time down in this zone here because most of the things are material. But this is way beyond the material. It's almost at that finishing stage, so now I've got to really clean it up. You know, my justification was it was sacrifice. Well, that don't work anymore now. So some of these, this very vigorous one, don't belong there anymore. So that's what I'm doing right now, is trying to get past the material state and get it into refining so that this is getting very close to a finished bonsai. Well, if there is such a thing as a finished bonsai. Now, I've got a situation here where it's very vigorous, which was great for being a sacrifice branch, but I think now I'm going to have to deal with it. See, it did the job. It fattened this area up, having this big one here, but now I am having to do the refinement, and so I've got a nice branch going this way. So let's get rid of the sacrifice. Say thank you for doing the job. Something like that, right? So now right through here there's a better taper, and then I'll have to do some more cleaning up in there. Okay, let's evaluate this tree. Looking at the base, it's got a good root flare thanks to that long sacrifice branch. And then as we go up, we have our movement, and taper is great. So this is a good piece, very classical style, informal upright. About 2 years of diligent maintenance and refinement, this is going to be a heck of a nice bonsai. I could say I'll show you again, but once I get to this stage, a lot of times it doesn't stay here, which is a good thing because I'm trying to get rid of it, right? I see a couple of things right here. I think this will eventually go, but I want this to go more like this first. That's why I was saying about 2 years of refinement and fine tuning, this is going to be really a great bonsai. Well, a screw up will set you back probably 4 or 5 years if it all recovers. But what I'm thinking is, once it's refined, I would put this in a pot that's a lot smaller, maybe 1/3 smaller than this. Then the tree will start to look bigger, right? And that's what we want. And pines could take being in a smaller container too. There's a couple of branches down below that other people may not do it, but I have a tendency to do things like that. The first branch, see, cross over to the trunk, right? And I tend to like things like that. Most people would just cut that off. Well, so anybody that's interested in purchasing this one here, you could always take it off. Just think of it as a sacrifice branch. But I do tend to like things to do like that. So anyway, I think this has got a really good future, immediate future, because 2 years in bonsai time is nothing. So hopefully somebody will come by and buy. Buy all kinds of buy, right? Goodbye, somebody buy, purchase, whatever. Anyway, so hopefully this is the last of the series. I thought the last chapter was the last, but then I found this one here. I don't think there's any more that I have forgotten. But anyway, if I do, I won't show you. So anyway, this is the last of the pine series. So I think I'm dedicating almost most of July to the Japanese pines, both the blacks and the reds. This one here is a Japanese black pine, probably 20 plus-ish